welcome back to my channel. My name's Candy and I wanted to document this process of being pregnant with my third baby. So if you've been following my channel, I actually made a video about 4 or 5 months ago talking about how I didn't want to get pregnant this year anytime soon because I have a lot of anxiety issues and stuff like that, and I had some health goals that I wanted to reach. But sometimes things happen and things don't go according to plan. But I also said in that video, if that I did happen to end up pregnant, that I wouldn't be upset that I was pregnant in any way. And at first, I have to say I was definitely in shock, but I was not upset. I just wanted to be the best person that I could be, the best home for this little baby that I could be, without having any stress or anything like that. So in this video, I'm going to tell y'all some symptoms that I was having that made me think about even taking a test and how we actually found out, because we didn't film it because I honestly did not think I was pregnant. So a couple of weeks ago, we went on a family vacation, and that whole vacation, I knew that my period was supposed to start at some time, so I was kind of anticipating it, brought things just in case it did start on that trip, and that whole trip, nothing happened, and I just didn't feel like my period was about to start. Usually the week before my period, I am not a very happy person. I'm very confrontational and very irritable, and usually I get into dumb fights with my husband because emotions and hormones. And for some reason that whole week I was just in like a very thankful, happy, agreeable mood, and I was just soaking in every moment with my family and just being really happy in all of those moments, and just, like I said, just feeling very thankful. And not that, you know, I'm not usually like that, but like I said, I'm usually like a little bit irritable, so I was wondering why I wasn't feeling irritable. And I did go on a couple of runs during that time, and one of the runs that I went on, like, I was cramping so bad afterwards. So I was like, okay, here it comes. Like, my period's got to be starting any day now. And me and my husband had some alone time, and I spotted afterwards. And so I was like, oh, this is my period starting. So I even, you know, prepared myself to start my period. And then when I went and checked it a few hours later, there was no more spotting. So I was just like, okay, like, maybe it's gonna come tomorrow. Well, tomorrow came, the next day came, we went through the rest of our vacation and nothing was happening. So when we got home, the next day after getting home, I actually called my best friend over because I got this right here. I took a pregnancy test because I was like, let's just rule it out, you know. My period was not supposed to be starting until that Monday, so I thought, you know, like, if I am pregnant, it's going to show up. And I'll insert a picture of the test that scared me a little bit, but it was like one of those little cheapy ones you get with, like, you know, the 30 pack of your ovulation test. So I was very confused by the way that the line was, because it was like the top of the line was there, but like the bottom of the line wasn't. And I just didn't believe that it was real. So called my best friend and I sent her the picture, and I was like, so this looks really suspicious. Come over, we're gonna go to Kroger. And she ran in and got me the test, because we only had one mask. So she went in and brought the test for me, and then we came back to my house and I took 2 of the first response, and there was nothing. There was not even a hint of a line, nothing. And so I was like, okay, we're in the clear, we're not pregnant. Woo, we're good. But 2 more days went by, I still had not started my period, because usually the quickest way to start your period is to take a pregnancy test and to get your mind off of that and tell yourself you're not pregnant, and then your period will come. Usually that's what happens in the past. But this time, it still wasn't coming. So I waited until my husband got home that night, and I told him, you know what, I'm going to go and take this test. I'm not going to look at it. And I'm just going to let it process while we're eating dinner, and then after we're done with dinner, I want you to go in there and look at it and bring it out and tell me. So I peed on the stick and all of that like you're supposed to do, and I made sure that it was running across. And when the wetness got to the area that the test line was, like, I thought I saw some dye pooling, but I was like, okay, no, we're not gonna sit here and watch it. I really want my husband to have that experience because he wanted to be the one to tell me this time if we were pregnant or not. And so I put it down and went and ate my dinner. Well, that entire dinner, my stomach was in knots and just flipping around because my nerves were getting to me, and I couldn't even eat. I only ate like 3 bites of my dinner, and I told my husband, like, okay, just go look at it. Like, I've got to know. So he goes into the bathroom and gets the test, and he's walking out really slow, and he hands it to me and he says, so that's it, right? And I look at it, and it's a light positive, but it's positive. And so I'm not gonna lie, I kind of internally started freaking out because I was not ready to be pregnant. I have lost 60 pounds in the past year, and I still have about 15 more that I wanted to lose. And my pregnancies are usually complicated, so I was very nervous about how this pregnancy was going to go, what it was going to do to me, how it was going to change my life, how it was going to change my marriage. So I have all these thoughts running through my head, and I'm looking at this test with a positive line on it. And he said, what's wrong, honey? And I just really want to be a good mom. And my wonderful husband, of course, he told me, you are a good mom to the 2 boys that we have. You're going to be a great mom to this new baby. And you know, whatever comes, I'm here for you, and we'll get through whatever happens. It'll be fine. So I had to take, it was a good week and a half to wrap my mind around this and to accept that I am pregnant and a new baby will be coming into our lives. And it's not that I wasn't happy, it's just there's a lot of worry and anxiety that is coming with this pregnancy. And I don't want to get into too many symptoms and stuff. I'm going to do an 8-week update once I have my first doctor's appointment, which will be in 3 days. I will go and get to see the little baby heartbeat and all of that, but I just wanted to come on here and tell you like my thoughts and everything around finding out I was pregnant first, because this is very different than the last time that we were trying to get pregnant. My last pregnancy, we tried for 11 months, and I did the ovulation test, I did the pregnancy test every month, even though I knew I wasn't pregnant. And it was just, that anticipation of just one day it's going to be positive. And I was prepared to get pregnant that time. Like, I was mentally prepared. My husband was mentally prepared. We were ready to have that baby. This time around, I just wasn't in that mindset. It wasn't even a thought to me that I could get pregnant right now. And not like we were preventing, but we weren't using protection. That's all I'm going to say. And obviously, we miscounted our days, and it happened. And now that I have been pregnant for a couple of weeks, I've known for 3 weeks now, I've accepted it, and I am happy about it now. But 2 weeks ago, I was very much in my head about it, and I didn't know how I really felt. I mean, I was happy for the opportunity to be a mom again, and to know that my body was healthy enough to get pregnant, but just my mind needed to catch up. So now that I've had some time to think about everything and accept what's going on and what's to come, I feel a lot better about this pregnancy. I am definitely still worried about things to come. I'm already having some complications, which I'll talk about in my 8-week update that I'm going to be sharing with y'all and tell you symptoms and everything that I've been having so far. But I know that this pregnancy is not going to be a piece of cake, but either way, I am so happy about being pregnant again and bringing our third child into our home. And I just didn't think it would happen this soon, but you know what? We're on God's plan, not our own, and that's all that really matters. And as of right now, I am very happy that I've got this life growing inside of me, and I'm very, very thankful. And I'm very thankful that I didn't have to go through the trying to conceive process again, because if you've ever had to go through that, you know how incredibly stressful that is and how much pressure it puts on your relationship and just every aspect of your life. So maybe that's why God was like, you know what, we're just going to give you an easy one this time, because you don't need all that stress. You don't need to worry about it. That either way, at this point right now, I feel a lot better about everything, and I know that everything's going to be okay no matter what comes in the future. No matter if we are still in the middle of this pandemic, when I do have the baby, I will be due towards the end of February, beginning of March. I haven't gotten my exact days yet, but as far as I can tell, the first week in March is where it's putting me at for my due date. But both of my other babies came early, so I don't expect to go all the way till March. But we'll see. You never know. Every pregnancy is different, and I'm just really excited to see where this one goes. And I will see y'all in that 8-week update very soon, guys. And if y'all are going through this stuff too, and y'all have feelings that you feel guilty about feeling, then reach out to me and let's talk about those feelings, because I don't want other women to feel like they are wrong for having those feelings, that they are wrong for feeling like I'm not quite ready and I just wanted to be 100% prepared before I became a mom again. And those feelings are completely okay to have. I am very excited to start making updates about this pregnancy. I wish that I would have had my channel for my last 2 pregnancies where I could have these memories to look back on. But let's see what goes on in the next 7 months. And I will see y'all in the update really soon, guys. Bye.